Greetings. I am Luigi the Sniper. I have spent all of my years searching for the Great Wetbow and the mysteries and answers surrounding the Great Wetbow. This documentary will show the rest of my journey, and it will show the true Wetbow. All over the world, I have found Wetbow's friends, enemies, and even lovers. Wetbow showed me what it means to truly be alive, and now I must find it within myself to discover him. I have already traveled the whole world to discover him. Now it's your turn. It's time for us to find Wetbow.
I'm a believer.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a give and thing. The more I gave, the less I got. Oh yeah. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. I wanted sunshine, I got some rain. Got some rain, yeah. Then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. What's the use of trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. I'm a believer.
I have traveled all over the world, and these are the people that I have found. The following people have met Wetbow. They've experienced him firsthand, and now it is time to find out their stories.
Hi, I'm Shaky Chicken. I'm a longtime user of Imperfect Gamers.
Hey, it's me, Evan. 5'11", never been arrested. So, here I am to talk about Wetbow.
My name is Radical Larry, and it's time for a Wetbow review.
Hi, name's Blue Dispenser, as you guys all know me. I'm here today for the interview for the movie. I'm 14 years old. Not gonna give out my real name, sadly. Sorry, guys. But I will show my face. Why not? Since everyone already knows it.
I asked each of them questions to find out Wetbow's story and what they have experienced from the great Wetbow. So tell me, how did you meet Wetbow?
Well, I met him on a Gary's Mod server called Imperfect Gamers around 3 years ago, maybe more. I can't ever remember. Probably at least 5. I don't remember. But I don't really remember the specifics on how or exactly when or where specifically. But I just know it was around that general time of a few years ago.
Well, you could say I didn't know him as Wetbow at the time. I knew him as a different name. Private Gunnery. Military Abandoner. I met him online. He had my heart, he had my soul, he had, well, everything. I can't say I regret it. We were on that show, Catfish. You know, at first I was heartbroken, but I've grown to I don't know, come to terms with the whole idea of it. He was just too afraid to tell me who he really was, and you know, I understand that. Um, I think that maybe we can make it work again.
I met Webbo back during the Vietnam War. I was fighting there as a U.S. troop and got shot in the ass and he used to say Webbo saved my life. Brought me back to the States and claimed that I was one of his own. I wouldn't call him a father figure or anything like that. I consider Webbo.
I met him in my darkest hour. In the depth of despair, he saved me. He is the Lord of that which brings light and knowledge.
I met him on a Gmod server, Gmod Homicide server. It was the only one that was packed, and I thought, why not? And I joined in. I just saw someone like spawning all this stuff around here, and I figured he was the admin. I was like, yo, dude, are you like the creator of the server? And he was like, yeah, I am. And then I just started hanging out with him and talking with him and teaming up with him. And then after I left the game, he friended me. I was like, oh, cool, might as well friend him too. So I did, and we talked a little while. I didn't, and then we just stopped talking to each other for about a couple months until I talked to him again one day. And then he said, oh, come into my Discord server. And I was like, sure, that's fine. I went in there. A lot of people greeted me, and that's how I got into the server. And they gave me a new name also.
It seems the great Wetbow served in the Vietnam War. Wait. It seems I've received clips on Wetbow's whereabouts. Let us check them out. Could this be the infamous Wetbow? We think so. So, tell me, how would you describe Wetbow to someone who has not met Wetbow?
Well, you've been to Taco Bell, right? You know, when you order a Doritos Locos Taco, and you live 20 minutes away from the Taco Bell, all the while home you're craving that burrito or that taco. And when you get home, well, the whole bottom it's soggy and it's broken, and it's really just two tortilla chips, and then like a bowl of beef or chicken, whatever you got. So, I mean, you're not disappointed. It's you still end up eating that taco. I mean, you obviously don't throw it away; it's a waste of food. And well, when you eat the taco, it's just as good as the taco that you were imagining when you got home. It's just in lots of little tiny pieces. Um, so yeah, I guess what I'd say Wetbow is expecting a really good taco and ending up getting a taco salad. It's just as good. Well, maybe a little man. It's just as good.
At times, he can be a pretty chill guy, somebody you hang out with. At other times, he would be a guy you would love to hate.
I describe Weppo as
Nice person,
a
respectable human being, and nicest person I know.
He is the Lord of that which brings light and knowledge.
I would say he was a very nice person. He is a very nice person. Eats a lot of dominoes and tells a lot of stories, and plays a lot of game nights with Scribble.io, which is a game I do not like but I respect.
So tell me, what is your personal favorite Wetbow story?
Oh boy, here we go. So, Wetbow and I and a few others have started a D&D game. And after my character died, he offered after my character died, he offered a little twist to my new one. He gave me an option to kill one of my friends. Yeah. In short, it went very well. About a week worth of build up, and it was very satisfying. Nobody saw it coming. I'm gonna cut that last part. I'm gonna redo that story. So just cut out an entire minute or so. Talk about your favorite Webbo story. Oh boy, do I have one to tell. So, about last year we started a D&D game, and my character died, and as I was creating a new one, Webbo offered me a little twist to my new one. He gave me an option to be evil and to kill one of my fellow players. In short, it was a very satisfying move. After a week of build up, my heart was pounding when the moment came because I wanted it to be just right, and it could not have been any better. And my friend who I killed still hates me to this day for it.
I gotta say, I think my favorite well, hey, would you like some gum? Okay, well, my favorite Wetbow story. Um, I remember once we were in the park, we saw some birds off in the distance, and we're like, oh, don't let him know I told you this, but Wetbow is scared to death of pigeons. I don't know what happened. He won't tell me. But long story short, we ended up, he ended up, as a public disturbance. We had to bail him out. Um, Legends say you can still see the ghosts of the pigeon, Madison Square Garden.
I'd say my favorite Weppo story would be the time when he valiantly, what would I say here? Got rid of 500 of angry Muslim soldiers commanded by the Great Jumpman. Pretty sure you heard all about him, if you know Weppo and all the likes, but
Would be possibly. I do not remember any of his stories. I barely listen. I barely even know any of his stories because I barely talk to him much anymore. I wish I could. Um, sorry, by the way.
Now, please tell me, what is your favorite Wetbow meme?
Probably the Wetbow trial. If you don't know, it's a lot of water under the bridge. I don't have time to talk about it.
my favorite Weppo meme is
Oh, Wetbow. That one is very funny, and I like it the most out of all of the Wetbow memes. If I had to choose a second runner, it would be Hey Cuties.
I like Wetbow's a meme in himself. It'd be unfair to attribute one Wetbow meme as my favorite Wetbow meme when honestly, my favorite Wetbow meme is Wetbow himself. Colonel Gunnery himself.
But my favorite meme would be on another channel in Discord. That's like, hey, 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 Webbo, does wanking give you big muscles? Justin says, and Webbo replies, yes, but don't stop now, because I'm about to come. So it's really weird, but I thought it was pretty funny, considering I saw it most of the time.
Wetbow, he's such a great man to everyone. Where is he? Wait. Could it be? Wetbow! Wetbow!
Weakness? Ha! Nonsense.
Wetbow's greatest strength is being a nice person, a respectable person in general. He is very nice and respects women, and loves children, and loves puppies. He has little to no weaknesses because he is so strong.
You could say one of his as a man of many strengths and not many weaknesses, you could say one of his weaknesses is having too many strengths, and one of his strengths, not enough weaknesses. A brain thought for your ponder bomb. Anyway, I'd say his biggest strength is his muscle strength. Once he lifted up a keg of beer and threw it with his arm. Now, if that's not some strength, I don't know what is. His biggest weakness? Well, he's a sensitive guy. I mean, not many people can see his mom and dad die right in front of his eyes and just live with it. You can't really fault him for it, but sometimes his night terrors, I don't know, they're just a little overwhelming. But I don't know. I feel like that's not for me to say.
His strengths? probably be his intelligence. He may not be book smart, but man, does he know how to put together a story. His weakness, women. Just women.
In my opinion, is that his strengths are he's a co-creator of an imperfect gamer server has been rising up ever since. He's also a creator of he is also a ruler of other servers as well on Discord. Two servers. Like he has his own server, and then he's a co-creator on Imperfect. So even though he has created a lot of the servers, he is a admin of basically all the servers. He's a really nice guy. His weakness, though, I would say, is that he eats a lot of dominoes, as he says. Don't know if that's true, though I do believe him.
It has become apparent that I've learned of Wetbow's addictions throughout all these interviews. Now it's time to go to Sweden. But before that, we must research his main addiction, dominoes. I can really see what he loves about this place. Wow, it's so great. So great. It's the best. It's so great. Wow, Wetbow, it's great. Now to Sweden.
Yes.
If Wetbow was sad, if Wetbow was a sad person, then fish can breathe on land. And Donald Trump isn't the president. It's not how that works. Wetbow isn't a sad person.
He is very sad. He takes pity on this world. For the world has rejected his message. Oh, fuck. He is very sad. He's very sad, for he takes pity on this world. This world has rejected his message, but his retribution will soon be at hand.
To me. No, I think he's a really good person. He's a really jolly person most of the time whenever I see him. He's very calm about his words.
No, Wetbow's sad. But you can't fault him for it, like I was saying right there. I mean, all of the tragedy that's happened in his life. His dad died, John F. Kennedy. His mom died, Marilyn Monroe. His sister died, John F. Kennedy Jr. Miss John F. Kennedy Jr. I mean, it's just so much stuff has happened with this man. It's unfair for me to say that he's sad, because it's so much more than that.
It's me, the fat fuck, the meme, the legend, Weebo. If I had to describe Wetbow, it would be that he's a complete colossal fucktard.
Wetbow. He's always been nice. Nice to me in a way no one else has been. Always kind to everyone he meets. But I think deep down he's sad. And he's afraid, not for himself, but for the future. giving his life away for others for the simple fact he's a loving man. Heroic is the main word I could use to describe him, not sad. It takes a lot of courage to give effort to others and not yourself. Now for our final question. Who is Wetbow? Or who is he to you?
Who is he to me? Haha. He's the one and only Messiah, the one that which brings glory to those who follow his message, and brings glory to all.
I didn't finish this question.
FBI, open up!
It was raining. I thought somebody was outside my door. So cut the past minute or however long it takes to think of this question. Excuse me. That was very rude of me. Who is Wetbow? And who is he? Well, he's a friend who I play D&D with. And occasionally TTT. I think that's it. Nah, I'm just joking. Well, I never really spent a whole lot of time with Wetbow. I consider him a friend. We play TTT and D&D a lot. That makes us tight, hopefully. If I met Wetbow, what would I do? I would probably force him to play Uno with me. If Wetbow died, what would I do? Probably play around Uno or something. Is Wetbow good or evil? Yes. And cut.
Wetbow to me is a joke. He's a walking joke. He's a disgrace. A terrible person. He's a joke to me. I can't think of anyone who is less of a human being than me. He's below me. A meme, like I said. A disgrace. That's what Wetbow is. If Wetbow died, this is a good question. Because I'd laugh very hard for a long time. I'd think back on it all the time when I'm like 50. I'm 17 now. If I was 50 years old, I'd think back when Wetbow died. I'd laugh for a long time still.
Wetbow, to me, well, I don't know. I'd say he's a lot of things to me. He's a smoker. He's a toker. He's a midnight joker. He's the good, the bad, the ugly. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Basically anything that can be described in a list of 3 words. Big, bad wolf. Taco mamacita. Ooh la la. That's what Wetbow is to me. Ooh la la. Big fat cock. Number 1. N-word. And I don't throw around the N-word lightly. So, that's why I think it's safe to say that Wetbow is my number 1 N-word. Wetbow, good or evil? Good or evil? Well, you know what I always say: evil in one hand, good in the other. See which one fills up faster. But no, seriously, this is good. This is evil, and this is Wetbow. Perfect balance of all things. That's why you say complex humans. It can't be good. It can't be evil. It can just be Wetbow. That's why I don't know. Charles Manson, Wetbow. Jesus Christ himself, that's Wetbow. I mean, that's, I think, heaven, hell, Wetbow, purgatory, Wetbow. You can't label these kinds of things because honestly, he's everything. He's too complex of a human being. If he even is one of those, that it wouldn't be fair to say good or evil. You can just say, well, Wetbow.
What else? Give me a second. Alright. Sorry for that interruption. Who is he to me? Who is Wetbow to me? I would say a friend, an idol, or even a ruler of most sorts, of a god to most of you people. To me, mostly, he is a friend you can talk to, you can relent on. No, not relent. I'm sorry. Mostly depend on him or possibly trust him if you can. I mean, everyone would. Everyone should trust him. He is a very trustworthy person. Anyway, if we met in real life, what would we do? I would ask him to go for a drink, or if I was old enough, of course. Talk about life, talk about mostly what we could do with the Discord server and many other servers, maybe ways we can improve on it. Is Wetbow good or evil? Well, considering I said everything good about him, I consider he's a good person. If he died, what would I do? Of course, I would give him a good funeral. I would buy as many dominoes as I can and put it in his grave. Considering he loves dominoes, I want to respect that tradition. And I think that was all. Thank you. Name's Buddha Spencer. I will be off. And good luck and good night to everyone. Goodbye.
Wetbow is my hero, my role model, the man I've always looked to for guidance. And I finally found out where he is. He's right here, in my heart. He's impacted all of us with his funny jokes, stories, and kindness. I know he'll always be there with me. I love him. After all, I am him.
Hey, cutie.
During the time Luigi was looking for Wetbow the Wet, the great Wetbow was building an army. This team was called Wet Team 69.